Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonzo Realunda. He was born on June 19, 1861 in Calamba, Philippines. He is the son of Teodora Alonzo Realunda and Francisco Mercado. He has 10 brothers and sisters, and he is the 7th child. Rizal was educated in Manila and at the University of Madrid. While living in Europe, Rizal wrote about the discrimination that accompanied Spain's colonial rule of his country. Examples of his works are No Limitang Here, El Filibusterismo, and Makasima. Rizal's prime encounter with Freemasonry occurred when he was in Spain, where he made the acquaintance of some liberal and Republican Spaniards who were mostly Mason. He admired the way these Masons scrutinized and criticized the methods of the government and criticized the haughty friars, a freedom which could not be practiced in the Philippines. Eventually, in 1883, Rizal joined the Masonic Lodge in Madrid, which was called Acacia. His central motive in joining the society was to secure the aid of the Freemasons in his battle against the abusive friars in the Philippines. Since the friars used the might of Catholicism to oppress and persecute the country's patriots, Rizal intended to fight them with Freemasonry. He returned to the Philippines in 1892 but was exiled due to his desire to reform on December 30, 1896 in Manila. His body was dumped by Spanish officials in an unmarked grave in the Paco Cemetery.
What is your point of view about Dr. Rizal?
He is our national hero.
The Rizal is a hero in our country.
Rizal is our national hero and he is a role model because he instilled patriotism among us and the youth.
Sir Rizal is our national hero.
Sa akong nabaw-an, sa akong mga panahon, si Jose Rizal ay usa ka atong hero na Pilipino. Tapos, ang iyang asawa nga tinuod, si Josephine. Tapos, dito siya gi-exile sa Tapitan.
Second question is, do you consider Dr. Rizal as our national hero?
Of course,
Why?
because he fought for our country through his writings and his journals, articles.
For me, yes, but ngayon na wala sila pang hero na kapan diya sa base sa program wala kayo sila tawag sa hero sa mga Pilipinos. Kita may hero na kita kayo na siya may hero.
Because he fought for our country through writing novels, the El Filibusterismo, and No Limitang Here, and he's a man of his words.
Sa ako ngano siyang na hero na usa sa mga Pilipino nga hero tungod nga iyang gi-fight ang pagka-Pilipino, freedom pagka-Pilipino sa Espanyol, batok sa Espanyol. True paagi sa iyang pag novel, iyang mga ratings sa iyang, pero gi-fight niya not through force or kanang gupat, through kanang kalma ba sa iyang sulat na ipasapasa sa mga tao. Tapos mautoy nagdala sa kaisog sa mga tao nga musukol para sila mubarog as a Pilipino.
Now that we figured the people's different perspectives about Rizal, let's talk about Rizal's achievements. First, he became the most intelligent student when he finished high school at Ateneo. Second, he won a lot of literary contests during his school days. Third, Rizal is a multilingual man who can speak up to 22 languages. Fourth, he wrote 2 novels exposing the tyranny and abuses of the Spanish friars and some Spanish officials. Fifth, a annotated Morgas book that describes the Filipino life has its own culture when the Spaniards arrived in the Philippines. Sixth, Rizal wrote meaning articles in the anti-Spanish friars newspaper La Solidaridad, such as the Philippines within a century and the indolence of the Filipinos. 7. He became like an architect, planner, and engineer during his exile in the Pitan.
This has been the greatest controversy and most talked about and most debated about Rizal. Below is Rizal's retraction letter, originally written in Spanish, translated into English. However, this said retraction has some sorts of copy issues, quote issues, and formula issues. Whether Jose Rizal has retracted or not, that's still not proven. The following dictation will be Rizal's retraction letter, originally written in Spanish, translated into English. I declare myself a Catholic, and in this religion, in which I was born and educated, I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writings, publications, and conduct has been contrary to my character as the son of the Catholic Church. I believe and I confess whatever she teaches, and I submit to whatever she demands. I abominate Masonry as the enemy which is of the Church, and as a society prohibited by the Church. The diocesan prelate may, as a superior ecclesiastical authority, make public this spontaneous manifestation of mine, in order to repair the scandal which my acts have caused, and so that God and people may pardon me. Manila, 29th of December, 1896. Written by Jose Rizal, originally in Spanish and translated into English. Was Rizal an American-sponsored hero? Rizal's becoming the national hero was the result of American sponsorship. In 1901, William Howard Taft proposed Rizal as our national hero because Rizal was already dead by the time the American colonized the Philippines. He did not make any negative remarks or embarrassing anti-American quotations. Martyrdom of Dr. Jose Rizal was a symbol of Spanish oppression. He urged reform from within by publicity and by public education and appealed to the public conscience.
His acts and words are good examples to the youth to fight for what is right. He instilled that there are a lot of ways to fight back and express once you think that you're battling for something that is right. His gained knowledge, achievements, and experiences enabled him to express. He used his intelligence and talent to exploit what the Spaniards were doing during their reign. This enabled a lot of Filipinos to open their eyes and realize what was really happening. For our group, we still consider Rizal as a hero because his writings inspired the heart of the Filipinos to fight back. Although his participation was indirect, it is still one of the reasons that led to Philippine independence.